Hi everyone, welcome to Code Kamkaj YouTube channel. I hope everybody are doing good. In this video, we will be discussing about connecting HashiCorp Vault with the GitLab and retrieving the secrets from HashiCorp Vault. So stay tuned till this video, and if you like my explanation, I request you to share, subscribe, and like to Code Kamkaj YouTube channel. So again, I'm recapping with the architectural diagram. So here we have, HashiCorp Vault server running in Ubuntu. So I have taken this server rented into AWS cloud provider, and here we have the GitLab, and I have created a GitLab account, and this GitLab has a runner. So I already made how we can create a GitLab account and how we can connect the GitLab runner with the GitLab. So I request you to go and watch the video. So even the GitLab runner, it's an independent server. I have taken this server into AWS, and the version, the flavor of this Linux, the server is Ubuntu. So this is the basic architectural diagram, and our requirement is that also we have few secrets are present here, and that secret has to get into GitLab, and we are going to print the secrets from GitLab, from HashiCorp Vault into GitLab CI/CD. I mean the GitLab job log. As a log, we are going to print. As a log, we are going to retrieve all the sensitive information from HashiCorp Vault, and we are going to print it. So for that, I have brought few um, prerequisites. So we are going for understanding the prerequisites here. So I've segregated prerequisites for HashiCorp Vault and GitLab. So the HashiCorp Vault prerequisites are like HashiCorp Vault server configuration with the policies, and you should have a Vault role ID and secret ID. So we already discussed about role ID security creation, and we already discussed about how we can create the policies. So if you haven't watched that video, I'll add the video into the description. I request you to go and watch it. So we have a prerequisites for GitLab. So the first one is GitLab account. This is necessity. And the second one, HashiCorp Vault agent installation on GitLab. So the reason why I'm telling you, if you want to connect, your HashiCorp Vault with the GitLab by the help of GitLab runner, you should install an agent of HashiCorp Vault into your GitLab server. I mean GitLab runner server. So then it will go and it will connect with the HashiCorp Vault. I hope it is clear for you. So if you want to retrieve the sensitive information from HashiCorp Vault server, which is hosted into the AWS, which is independent server, and you'd like to retrieve the sensitive information with the help of GitLab runner, you should install a GitLab agent into your GitLab runner. So that's what I'm saying here. And basic GitLab runner configuration. I already made the video on like how you can create the GitLab runner with a GitLab, and the basic understanding of .gitlab-c.yaml syntax. Because we are going to create a pipeline into GitLab by the help of .gitlab-c.yaml file, we are going to follow some scripts and basic standards of GitLab, how we can create the pipeline with that. So we need to have a basic understanding of it. So with the help of all these prerequisites, we can retrieve a sensitive information from HashiCorp Vault into our GitLab pipeline with the help of GitLab runner, where we install the HashiCorp Vault agent inside of it. So I hope it is clear for you, just the theoretical way or representation with a schematic diagram. And so I'm going to jump into the second prerequisite, which is the GitLab account and all. So already have a GitLab account here, and which is publicly available. And if you don't have it, I request you to go and create it. And the second one, here I have already created a GitLab account, and I have already integrated GitLab account with my I already created GitLab runner, so it has already integrated with my GitLab account. If I come to CI/CD and runners, so I can say this is my runner ID and this is my runner tag, and which is currently available as per the green symbol. And if I want to remove it, I can remove it. If I want to do any updates, edits, changes, I can do that. So I already made a video how you can add GitLab runner to the GitLab console. So if you haven't configured it, I request you to go and watch the video first and configure it. So here I have a GitLab runner is running. Well, I have a GitLab runner. This is a GitLab runner server where it have already configured with my console of GitLab, and I'm going to the another server where I have installed my HashiCorp Vault init. So this is the this is the basic information. So this is the vault, uncial key. So I have unlocked my vault here, and this is where I've installed HashiCorp Vault, and this is the independent server. So I've taken two independent server. One is for HashiCorp Vault, and another is for GitLab. So this is not this is this is a GitLab runner. So one server for GitLab runner, another server for HashiCorp Vault, independent server. I hope it is clear for you. Now it's time to install HashiCorp Vault agent on GitLab runner. So as per the diagram, we are going to install HashiCorp Vault agent on GitLab runner. So for that, I brought a simple documentation. I'll go to the documentation. I'll show you. So here, this is a simple documentation. So I'm going to install a Vault agent on GitLab runner, and after that I'll specify basic information where I have stored all my secret ID, role ID into my GitLab runner, and I'll specify vault address, and later we are going to perform a simple operation like creating a vault directories, and inside we are going to export few role ID and secret ID. We are going to specify the path of it. So with the help of this role and secret ID, so vault itself will generate a token inside of the HashiCorp Vault, and from that it will go and talk to our HashiCorp Vault server. I hope it is clear for you. So the first action we are going to do that, as per the diagram, we have a GitLab runner is up and running. We have connected this GitLab runner with the GitLab. Now it's time to create or install HashiCorp Vault agent on top of GitLab runner. So first, you should update the server. And the second command, I'm going to copy and install the unzip, because we are going to download the packages related to HashiCorp Vault. So unzip model has to be presented. So I have installed successfully. Now it's time to install HashiCorp Vault version, and this is the one. Oh, sorry. I'm going to copy it. Coming here, just press enter. It will go and get the packages related to HashiCorp Vault here. If I do ls, I can see the zip format of Vault 1.8.6, 1.18.3. So I'm going to unzip it. This is a very basic thing, we have seen like while we installing HashiCorp Vault. So it's similar way. We're not going to do as level as it is what we have seen while we installing. So just a simple thing. You just need to moving all the Vault directory into bin. We have moved it, and now it's time to check the Vault version. So very basic thing, we have seen several times installing the Vault and checking the Vault version. So this is the very basic thing. So we have the Vault v1.18.3. Fine. So we have successfully installed Vault agent on GitLab runner server. Now it's time to specify GitLab runner. Hey GitLab runner. So this is the configuration I'm going to tell you, that you have to consider it, and you have to connect the external server which is resides inside of AWS, and this is the independent server. So this is a server configuration. This is the policy that we have created instead of HashiCorp Vault, and this is the role ID and the secret ID. So whenever you get a request from a user to get the secrets from HashiCorp Vault, so you have to take this all the role ID and secret ID. You have to go from here and get it first, get authenticated and get, and after that you just bring me all the sensitive information. So this is what we need to do this operation. For that, we need to specify the GitLab runner, right? Instead of HashiCorp Vault agent. So for that, we are going to create a file called as vault agent config.hcl. You can give any name for this. So I'm just, for naming convention, I just give this name. I'm going to open an nano editor with that. Oh, it has not copied perfectly. I've copied it. I'm coming here. I've pasted. So now I have opened my nano editor. I'm going to copy the entire file from here to this point, and I'm pasting here. So here we are going to specify app role is our authentication mechanism, and we are going to specify where our role ID secret ID resides. In the last videos we have seen we have manually entered role ID and secret ID, and later we have get the token. With the token we have authenticated with external systems, and we have retrieved all the sensitive information. So here what we are going to do, we are configuring everything with our Vault agent inside of our GitLab runner, and we need to specify where our Vault is running on. So here if I go back to this server, so this is my Vault IP address with the port number, and I'm going to copy everything, and I need to specify this into my GitLab runner. So for that, I'm going to remove this. So I need to specify HashiCorp Vault IP address along with the port number 8200. Just pasted here. Oh, double time it has copied. HTTP. I'm just closing it. Control X, Y, enter. So now we have successfully finished it. Now it's time to create a vault directory. So mkdir etc vault. So we have created the vault directory instead of etc. And now we are going to give a permissions for this. Granted, and now it's time to check the permissions. We have everything. And now I'm going to come here. I'm going to give a permissions for this etc vault directory. And again for this agent token, so we'll create this agent token. I think we may get the error here since this file may be available or may not. I think, yeah, we haven't get it, so it is already available. Fine. So we have specified into our HashiCorp Vault what is the basic configuration. Sorry, in a GitLab agent, what is the configuration of a HashiCorp Vault? Now it's time to inject our role ID, secret ID from our HashiCorp Vault server. So here my HashiCorp Vault server is running on, and I have my role ID and secret ID has been created. So if this is the token, and this is my role ID and secret ID. For that, I'm going to use it. So I'm going to inject it via echo. So I'm going to create this file like etc vault role ID. So this is the role ID file. I'm going to create it. I'm going to store my role ID inside of that file. So I'm going to come here and just paste it. Press enter. My role ID has successfully created. And now I'm going to copy it, my secret ID. So you need to replace, in your case, if you're practicing, you need to replace your secret ID with this secret ID. So created. Now it has successfully created. So what I will do, I'll cat it from here itself. Cat. Oh, my bad. So I'm going to copy this. Cat etc secret ID. Is it created? Let me go back. cd etc cd vault. And if I do ls, so it is available. Yeah. Cat secret ID. What is about cat role ID? Let's see. Okay, so I think it is like hiddenable, so that's why we now not able to see it. So we have the role ID, and now we have successfully injected. Now let's go back to a documentation. So we have done it. Now it's time to start the agent to check whether our authentication between our HashiCorp Vault server and the GitLab runner where we have created, is it up and running or not. So for that, you need to copy this command. I need to go where you have created our Vault agent config.hcl. So for that, I'm going back and I'm going to home, cd home. There I have created this file. If I do ls, so cd ubuntu, I hope I have created over there, if I remember. Yeah, so here we have the like config.hcl file. So if I do paste the command, if I press enter, so it is going to start it, and it is going to specify secret ID file empty, no cache secret ID. Okay, fine. So I'm going to copy again that command. So this is the command. Again, I'm going to copy it. I'm pasting it. I think it has not copied perfectly. And now if I pass the same command, vault agent HCL, if you see this one, auth agent renewed auth token. So it has successfully authenticated between our HashiCorp Vault server with a GitLab runner with the help of role ID and secret ID. So where you have specified this role ID and secret ID, so we have specified this into our here vault-agent-config.hcl. So we have specified where our role ID resides and where our secret ID resides. So we have echoed it into our role ID and secret ID. So there it is go and find it, or what is the role ID secret with the help of it, and it will go and create the token dynamically, and it will inject the token for authenticating with the HashiCorp Vault. I hope it is clear for everybody. And now I'm resetting back and I'm going back here. So I'm just canceling it. So now the authentication between my Vault agent, which is resides into my HashiCorp, which is resides into GitLab runner, and the HashiCorp Vault. So the authentication is successful and Vault renew token successful. Now it's everything is fine. Now it's time to create a GitLab pipeline for this. Like we need to retrieve secrets from the like Vault. So here we have the secrets. My requirement is like I need to get these secrets from the data. So I would like to read the secrets which inside of this key. Like I would like to retrieve the name. Here it says Muhammad. I would like to get this Muhammad data to be printed into my GitLab runner console. So I would like to get this all this instant information from my HashiCorp Vault into my GitLab runner log. That's my requirement. For that, what I have to do, I need to come here. This is my registry, like HashiCorp Vault, and it is publicly available. You can go and you can clone it and you can practice it yourself. So here I have the GitLab CI.yaml file. This is where I have written everything. This is where I have written everything related to my connections between a Vault and connections between like a GitLab runner where we have already integrated Vault agent. So here I have the two stages. The stage one is retrieve Vault secrets, and you can ignore this deploy. So I have removed it. We don't require it. So this is the Vault variable. So Vault address. This is my Vault address, which is the HashiCorp Vault address 54.80.162.59. So if I come here, this is the similar one. And after that I have passed like where my token resides. This token was generated dynamically whenever we have ran this command. If I come here, so we ran this command, it will dynamically create a Vault token. It will save the token into the respected path here. This is the agent hyphen token. So this is what mean by this variable that I have configured. So it is resides inside of CTC Vault agent token. So if I will copy this, I can show you. If we come here, I'll clear the screen. Cat, I'll give the. This is the token which was generated dynamically whenever we run the last command. This command. I hope it is clear for you. What does that mean by that variable? I clear it. Fine. So I have run some before script because before running into my actual script, I would like to export few values. The first one is a Vault token. So I've been exporting Vault token which was generated dynamically. So I've been calling it like sudo cat, and after that I've specified the Vault token file, and after that I'm just echoing it. I would like to print the Vault token whether it is whether it is copying it or not. So for that, whether it is exported or not, for that I just echo it, and after that I'm just echoing again with the cat agent token for my safer side, whether the export work or not, or I'm just going dynamically from command line itself. So for double confirmation, I just printed the Vault token multiple times. So in your case, it's up to you. You can comment out this thing. It's up to your requirement. Next, so I'm going to create a job with the name of retrieve and the stage called as a retrieve Vault secrets. So the same stage name I referred from this one under the stages. So I have mentioned some script in that I'm just mentioned one echoic command which is retrieving the secrets from Vault. And later here I have been exporting Vault address. So where I have passed the as a environment variable, and after that I'm exporting Vault token also where I have mentioned it. And after that I have been calling export my secrets. In that I'm going to read it Vault kv get field name is a name and secret data. So this path is available into our HashiCorp Vault. If you come here, this is a secret data. So for that, my requirement is to get the data which is resides instead of name Muhammad instead of this data. So for that, I have specified the path. So up the path, and after that, once I injected entire name into my secrets. So as a variable, I'm after that I'm echoing it as a my secrets. So this is what we are doing here, and after that I'll specify the tags is a Vault. So tags Vault means that this is a runner tag. While you're creating your runner, so you can specify the Vault tag. And quick heads ups, guys, while you're creating runners, I request you to create a executor as a shell executor. So GitLab give you various types of executors. Can be Docker, SSH, Shell, and Kubernetes. So I request you to use as a shell to practice this entire session. Fine. So we have successfully understand it. Now it's time to run our first pipeline. So I'll come here. So I'm going to create a new pipeline, and with the help of branch, I'm going to target the branch as develop because my source code resides in of this develop branch. Create a pipeline. So my pipeline is getting running. This is the stage job name retrieve, saying that add token permission denied. Okay, it is expected. So what I will do, let me comment out this. Why we need to do this? Why we need to have it first? Or else I'll go to this documentation. I'll give a. We have given it. So what's left? Let me comment to this. We have given everything as per the documentation. Uh, the error indicates there is no permissions for this. So we have configured it as GitLab run or so agent token. Uh, what commands we brought it here for agent token? Okay, let me give this, paste it. Now let's refresh it. Giving the required permissions for that file. Yeah, it has successfully completed. So just a permission denied issue, and it has successfully get the token which is resides instead of this agent token. So it's not good practice to print it, guys. So I just for safer side to show you, I just printed it, but it's not a good practice to print your token. But if you see this one, the magic here, secrets retrieved, and the name is Muhammad. If I come here, this is where I kept my all the sensitive information. I mean, it can be sensitive information, it can be your database credential, it can be a token, anything. So it's not, it cannot be accurate. So just for safer side, I gave it as a Muhammad. So this data has retrieved from this HashiCorp Vault into my GitLab log. I hope it is clear for you by following this exercise. And what I will do for safer side, like instead of Muhammad, what I will give here, create a new version. So I'll show you. I'll specify that code Kamakaji, code KAMIKAZE. So I'm just changing the name, which is already created right so far dynamically. Again, I'm changing the name. So whatever name we are changing here, it has to print into our log side, like into our this job log. So I'm just saving here. It has successfully saved. It is no more Muhammad. Now it's the name of our Hashika, our YouTube channel name, code Kamgaji. I will come here. I just press retrieve, retry. So what this agent will go, it will go and get this instant information, secret to code Kamkaji, which just we have changed. So what is happening here? Whenever you run a job, so GitLab runner will take your role ID secret ID where we have already configured it. With the role ID secret ID, we have already generated a token, which is essentially of agent token. With the help of the token, so we already specified what all capabilities that token we have while we creating a policy. So with this token, it will go and talk. First, it will get authenticated with the HashiCorp Vault, and it will authenticate it. And find later, it will go and fetch the name field which resides inside of secret data, and that name field it will go and print it into our like a pipeline log. So it has successfully done our job. So this is how you can get any sensitive information from your HashiCorp Vault into your GitLab. It can be GitLab, it can be Azure DevOps, it can be GitHub Actions, it can be Jenkins. So I can give a simple example. So how we can, wait, what all situations you can use it. So if you have a requirement that you need to connect your SonarQube, where you have hosted independently externally. So you'd like to inject sensitive information from your in a runtime itself while you scanning your source code into your CI/CD pipeline. So that time, what you can do, you can follow this kind of exercise. You can keep our SonarQube token into HashiCorp Vault, and you can just do some sort of automation. You'll get the token from your HashiCorp Vault into your GitLab runner as a log, and you can get that authenticated into from your GitLab runner itself, which you already hosted, the SonarQube independently. Which means you're not going to show any sensitive information of your token, and you're going to get authenticated. So for just for learning purpose, I just printed it. So it's up to your requirement. So what I'll come here, I'll just just hide this. I'll just comment it out, and now it won't reflect the token into your log. If you come here, I just committed the section. I'm coming to pipeline section, and now it's successfully now ran. So I'll go to this log, retrieve job name, and now, oh, why it is showing? Let me copy this. This is develop branch. Okay, I think we need to comment on this one also because it is catting it, right. So we need to comment at both line. Come back to the pipelines. Now it has been running. I think it has successfully finished it. Come here, and we don't see the vault token here. So this is the best practice. Previously I just shown you like for learning purpose, for understanding whether the token was printing or not. So I hope it is clear for you, like how we can retrieve the sensitive information for from HashiCorp Vault into your GitLab log, and this is how you can secure enter your CI/CD pipeline, not not projecting and not disclosing anything into your GitLab log, and securely retrieve the sensitive information from external and whatever external service you have. It can be SonarQube, it can be Veracode, it can be deployment, it can be your JFrog, it can be Nexus. So whatever external services you would like to connect, just come here and store all your sensitive information to HashiCorp Vault, and just automate this simple automation, and you can connect your external secrets services, and you can get authenticated with your CI/CD pipeline. It can be GitLab, it can be any other CI/CD tool. So I'll add all the documentation into my GitHub link, and I request you to follow it. And if you have any concerns or queries about this exercise while doing implementation, I request you to drop your comments in comment section. And I hope it is makes sense for everybody understanding the exercise that I have that we have discussed. And if you like my explanation, I request you to share, subscribe, like to Code Kamka YouTube channel. And thanks for watching. Bye bye. Stay tuned.